What is going on, guys? Samuel World from Samuel World Reviews, and today I'm here to review Baywatch. So, Baywatch is the best one of the best behind Horrible Bosses and Any Thief. And this is the latest TV show turned into a movie. And it's based on the very popular TV show in the 90s that, but I think now I know what that the original Baywatch is. My mom has to understand it's a pretty fun show. And this movie got Zac Efron, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, Alexander D'Onofrio, a ton of people. And long story short, it's based on Matt Burry's Zac Efron, who's a former athlete who's trying to redeem himself and gets higher on this beach, and he and The Rock and Mitch, but The Rock must work together to cover some undercover drug deal. That's basically the plot. Now, I was really interested in this film even before I saw the trailer. But when he announced that there's going to be a Baywatch movie with Zac Efron and The Rock Johnson, I was like, oh. But I know what TV show, but a movie with The Rock and Zac Efron? Oh, that actually would be interesting. Actually, I thought The Rock and Zac Efron would be a pretty interesting pairing, actually. And the first trailer dropped, and I was like, okay, I'm into it. Many other trailers came out, and I was kind of in about those trailers, honestly. But I was still pretty interested. I was still a little more interested more than others to check out Baywatch. Like, I expect Baywatch to be like an amazing comedy argument. I was one for one thing is to have a fun time with the movie. Is to have a fun time. Not just want to be anything amazing. But all I wanted is just to have a fun time with it. And did I get that fun time? Well, let's find out. One thing I say, the cast in this film does a really great job with their work. You can really tell that every actor and actress involved in the movie is really having fun with their roles. And obviously, performance-wise, there isn't a dull or bad performance. Character-wise, I'll get into later. But for the most part, the characters are great. Both the main cast and some of the supporting cast. They all did a great job for what they were given, and what they were trying to do. Zac Efron honestly does a really good job, so he definitely redeemed himself from what he did in from 1980s, which I was a fan of, and especially to the grandpa. Like, I know Zac Efron can be a good actor. I mean, you've seen films like High School Musical films, I know. 17 Again, and the Neighbors films. Those are reports that Zac Efron can be a good actor. And this movie also proves that as well. So Trev's kid is not the most likable, but he's good that you do end up caring about later on. He had some pretty good moments with his character. And The Rock. Do I even need to say it? Do I even need to say that The Rock is actually really good in the film? That The Rock is good in any film? I mean, come on. The Rock is great in everything. I'm sure he has a couple of duds, but a majority of his films he always has a great energy, charm, and charisma that makes him just a very likable actor and a likable person. Even in his bad movies, he has a lot of charisma. He's always the best part of those bad films. He's always one of those actors that you just honestly cannot hate. He's far too likable to be he's far too likable to actually be a hateful, to actually hate, and actually not like. I mean, seriously. Seriously. And this movie proves that, because he has a lot of great energy, charm, and charisma. But of all the characters in the film, he was probably my favorite character in the entire film. He had a lot of greatness and charm to it. I really liked to get it from the very beginning of this. Again, he and Zac Efron really had some great banter with each other. They did work very well together, which is honestly what I wanted when I found that they would be in a film together. They worked really well with each other with some great banter and some pretty good moments between them. Great job. But the other actors were great as well. You got Alexander D'Onofrio, who put Mafia, who does a great job and has some good moments as well. And she also has some interesting banter and some good banter between Zac Efron. And I did like the relationship. Kelly Rumbab, sorry if I pronounced the last name wrong. She also did a good job as well. I like her, CJ Parker. She did a good job, and she has good moments too as well. As well. Like, honestly, I don't know enough. But the character I think that is the most hilarious is John Bass, who plays a character named Ronnie, who's basically this awkward person. You can say on her hilarious spectrum. He's the character that had the most laughs at me. I mean, especially this one dance scene that happens in the film, following him. I'm not happy about it, but I'm saying it's a scene that had me laughing so hard to see. And my mom was also laughing so hard she had tears in her eyes. And that scene, I'm not joking on that. Yeah, I'm not saying much to scene, but it was probably the most standout scene in the entire film. Even when I like it and then liking the film, yeah, I mean, that scene is probably pretty hilarious. Like I said, there's not a dull or bad performance in this film. Everyone does a great job, and they have a lot of fun with their roles and what they were given. Like I said, I was hoping to have a fun time in this film, and I actually ended up having a little more fun than I thought I would. Yeah, I really did have a little more fun than I thought I would. I got the laugh a few more times than I thought I would, whereas intentional or unintentional. Again, I'll get into that later. But the one was I was really laughing out loud in the theater. I don't know why. Whereas a lot of banter between The Rock and Zac Efron and D'Onofrio, all together, or John Bass' character, or even Kelly Carbass or some Cabrera characters. The once in a while I was pretty much laughing. Yeah, I'd say the best part I can get this film is that it knows what it's going for. It really knows that. For the most part, I'll get into that later. But for the most part, it does know the tone that it's going for. It's just a dumb, fun film. That's basically what I feel the film was trying to do. Is to go have a dumb, fun film, and it knows that. This one's kind of unrealistic. It has really absurd and dumb moments, but it knows that, and it goes for it. That's why somehow that's why I was having a lot more fun than I thought I would, because I really know what I was going for. Well, and you also see a lot of shots. You see a lot of slow motion from the girls and all that. So I see a lot of the slow motion. You see the shots in the boobs and the butt. It's probably gets better from Baywatch film. Especially since the first TV show's probably known for that type of stuff. So I kind of expected that. And I didn't mind that. It's actually pretty good. Now the cinematography is also pretty good as well. I will not lie on that. And the action scenes in the film were actually pretty good. They were pretty fun. And while the story is very cliche and typical, I was into it for the most part. Now, Baywatch, it does have its faults. It really does. But I'm going to say one thing before I get to all my faults. I'm going to say this. If you might end up not liking this film, because I feel maybe you like this film a lot more than others, this film was not doing so good around Tomatoes, and a lot of reviews I've seen people not really liking this film. Any review, I can actually understand that, because some people may think this is not a terrible comedy, and I can understand that, honestly. I don't think this film's gonna be for like everybody's taste. Like, if you're into very raunchy type of comedies, this is your taste. I'm just kind of sucker for very raunchy comedies. But if you're not into some weird and odd comedies, go a little too raunchy, this is not gonna be for you. Now, I feel this film is either gonna be like a guilty pleasure type of film or a terrible film. That's how I feel this is gonna be. Me, of course, I'm on the guilty pleasure side. I feel it's going to be like a guilty pleasure type of film like the show was, from what I heard. And again, if you do not like this film, I can understand why. But I can understand. Now let's talk about all the faults I had with Baywatch. Honestly, not all the jokes did really hit for me. There were some jokes that didn't really land for me, honestly. I mean, there are a few times I probably should have laughed at, but I was whatever. And also, they do a lot of dick jokes in this film. Like, no, they do a lot of dick jokes. I mean, a lot of dick jokes. Jokes. And there were a few I was laughing at, especially this being involving the wrong character in a chair. That's all I'm gonna say. But for the most part, the dick jokes just were. I was like, really? Okay, that's basically how it was. And I think they kind of extend that joke just a little bit too long. Just a little too long. Well, I thought the case where they have a joke that was funny. Like they had that joke that you probably was funny at first, but after that you hear like the passing time, it gets really old. That's how I felt with some of the jokes in this film, and a few other jokes in general. This film, not all jokes, not all jokes here. There's some that made me laugh a lot, but there's some that's like, I don't know about this. And the third act does go through that cliche comedy where it does lose a lot of steam in the third act, where John does take himself a little too seriously and end up losing the tone that I was going for. And ends up going back to that hard tone in like the last 5 minutes, or the last 10 minutes. But at some point in the night, it does take itself a little too seriously and it kind of loses the tone that I was going for. Definitely, bro. Well, like I said, there was some double performance, and I did like most of the characters. But there were a few characters that I honestly wasn't really a fan of. Like, there's this villainous character with Tori Lee played by Sorry, I pronounced the name wrong. Sorry, I pronounced the name wrong, but honestly, I honestly wasn't a fan of her, honestly. I really wasn't, but she, not even a film on it, but she plays one of the, by the way, if Jonathan knows, she does play the main antagonist in this film, and I really honestly wasn't a fan of her, honestly. I couldn't get, she doesn't really have much motivations and all that stuff, and she doesn't really show much in the film, honestly. She probably doesn't have him take a part in the film until like the third act. Film, and there's not really hardly any development behind the character, honestly. Like, and there's all these cop characters in the film, a couple of characters on the police that honestly I wasn't a fan of, honestly. They had some of the jokes that honestly didn't hit from me, honestly, and honestly, I just didn't care for them, honestly. They just weren't that great. And this movie has like 2 hours long, and I feel like it could have been a little bit shorter. Just by 10 minutes shorter, honestly. And like I said, if you don't like this film, I can honestly understand that, because I don't think these films are gonna be for everybody. I don't think it's gonna be for everybody's taste. Like I know people that honestly are gonna be like, what am I watching? So overall, while Baywatch is nothing amazing and nothing great or even that good, honestly, this is not a new pick for my guilty pleasure of 2017. This film really does go for what it is trying to tell, for what it is trying to do. Like, it does go for a very fun, dumb, and awesome. I mean, the beginning sequence has basically the one climbing up the ocean and the title screen just drops. Drops while he's like on the beach, like that says the tone up there, right there. So Baywatch is a really dumb and fun film that knows what it's going for. And the cast really does feel like they're trying. They have a lot of them in their roles. I like most of the characters. Most of them were very hilarious and charming and likable. This was a lot more fun than I thought it would. I like the tone it was going for. It had some good cinematography, action, and some good slow motion shots. Again, this film really does know what it was trying to do, and I appreciate what it was at least trying to do. Like, I don't think this one's probably far from bad as everybody says it is. It's far from it. But being as bad. For last time I checked, it's like a 13 or 14% Rotten Tomatoes. Like, it's not. Like I said, I don't see enjoying this film, but I don't think it was gonna be that. But I don't think it's still gonna be that bad, honestly. For at least some people. But from all the shitty comedies I've been seeing, like, Fist Fight, Chips, Snatched, and Table 19, this is definitely one of the much better comedies to come out. And I would do recommend seeing this film at least at a matinee price. I do recommend. I won't say I rushed right away to see Baywatch, but I say I give this a watch. So that being said, I'm gonna give Baywatch a 70 of a B. So overall, while Baywatch is nothing amazing and nothing great or even that good, honestly, this is not a new pick for my guilty pleasure of 2017. 2017, this film really does go for what it's trying to tell, or what it's trying to do. Like, it does go for a very fun, dumb, and awesome. I mean, the beginning sequence had basically the one climbing up the ocean and the title screen just drops. Drop while he's like on the beach, like that says the tone up there, right there. So Baywatch is a really dumb and fun film that knows what it's going for. And the cast really does feel like they're trying. They have a lot of them in their roles. I like most of the characters. Most of them were very hilarious and charming and likable. This was a little more fun than I thought it would. I like the tone it was going for. It had some good cinematography, action, and some good slow motion shots. Again, this film really does know what it was trying to do, and I appreciate what it was at least trying to do. Like, I don't think this film's honestly far from bad as everybody says it is. It's far from it. But being as bad. For last time I checked, it's like a 13 or 14% Rotten Tomatoes. Like, it's not. Yeah, like I said, I don't see enjoying this film, but I don't think it was gonna be that. But I don't think it's still gonna be that bad, honestly. For at least some people. But from all the shitty comedies I've been seeing, like, Fist Fight, Chips, Snatched, and Table 19, this is definitely one of the much better comedies to come out. And I would do recommend seeing this film at least at a matinee price. I do recommend. I won't say I rushed right away to see Baywatch, but I say I give this a watch. So that being said, I'm gonna give Baywatch a 70 of a B.